You ever stop and think about how much your physical presence, just the way you carry yourself, can completely reshape your life? Well, today we're digging into this really powerful idea about how changing our physical form can totally alter our world from the inside out. So, yeah, let's get right into it.
Okay, so first things first, I want you to really think about this. When someone meets you for the very first time, right, before a single word is spoken, what is the first piece of information they get? It's a really critical starting point for everything we're about to cover.
And that leads us perfectly into our first section, the first impression. We're going to talk about the power of what we're calling the external gaze. There's a kind of raw, brutal honesty to this idea, isn't there? It basically says that when people have nothing else to go on, they don't know your personality, your skills, your story, their brain just defaults to the most obvious thing it can process, how you look.
Right, so here's the key thing to get. It's not necessarily mean or malicious. It's more like a cognitive shortcut. Our brains are just wired to make super fast assessments, and your appearance becomes the placeholder, the initial label, at least until more info comes along. It's the very first box people put you in simply because it's the easiest one to see.
Okay, so that's the outside view. But now let's flip the script. How does that constant gaze from others create a feeling on the inside? This brings us to section 2, the weight of awareness. And, well, there it is. That's the consequence, isn't it? When you know you're constantly being sized up, even if it's subconscious, it forces you into this state of always being self-aware. You literally become an observer of yourself. And this isn't just some passing thought. It becomes a real mental burden. That constant self-consciousness, it's just exhausting. It's this weight that eats up your energy, and it ends up influencing how you walk, how you talk, and just how you feel in your own skin every single day. So, if we accept that this is how things are, the external reality and the internal effect, then what's next? Well, this is the pivot point. This is the call to change, to move from just passively feeling this way to an active transformation. And the path forward is laid out so directly, it's kind of brilliant. This isn't some vague advice like, be more confident. No, it's a clear two-part action plan. The idea is to take control of the one thing everyone sees first, your physical self. Step 1, get fit. Step 2, get sculpted. Simple as that. But why go through all that effort? What's the actual goal here? Because it's not just about changing how you look. The ultimate payoff, the real prize, is something way, way more profound. It's about getting a life that's been completely recharged. I absolutely love this certainty in this statement. It's not, it might help or you could feel a bit better. No way. It's a promise. And that little phrase, trust me, it feels so personal. It suggests this isn't just a theory. It's something someone has lived. The transformation will fundamentally charge your life. So let's just put it all together and see the whole journey. It starts from that place of being always conscious, weighed down by that internal burden we were talking about. And then, through this active transformation, you arrive at a totally new state, a life charged with brand new energy, new confidence. It's a complete shift in your entire state of being. And that leaves us with this final, really powerful question to chew on. Think about it. The actions, getting fit, getting sculpted, are all external. But the promised result, a charged life, feels deeply, deeply internal. So where does the real change happen? Is changing the outside just the key that unlocks a more powerful version of your inside? That's definitely something to think about.